Born on the sunny shores of Karachi, I left home at 14 with two essential items in my luggage: a message from my father that nothing was impossible, and a value system highlighting the importance of creating impact. The significance of both would only become clearer much, much later in life. After excelling in college and securing a prominent position in corporate America, I realized my passion lay in using technology to solve problems as opposed to technology itself, and financial services became my playground. I was a member of a tight-knit group of fellow adventurers. Our shared enthusiasm revolved around creating innovative products and exploring the world and the wonders of the world. That was our North Star. There was an era before the existence of mobile phones, Google search, and certainly there was no such thing called ChatGPT. It was just us, armed with abundance of passion, raw ideas, paper and pencils, and the books we borrowed from a local library. This journey took me across 4 continents, allowed me to call 7 different countries home. Along the way, we acquired invaluable skills in team building, creative solving problems, building businesses, adapting to diverse cultures, and certainly lifelong friendships. Gradually, I climbed to the ranks, transitioning to other companies where I acquired more rank and status, and eventually ended up responsible for running a billion-dollar empire. As the companies grew, so did the internal bureaucracy and the politics, consuming more time in internal navel-gazing. In my last role as a regional head, my 6-year-old described my job like this: he talks on the phone, he plays on the computer, and he throws papers on the floor. It was time for a change. By chance and complete luck and timing, I stumbled upon a whole new world, an alien world of startups, entrepreneurs, investors, and venture capital. This emergent field would later be called fintech. Passionate and driven, this community would sought to change the world, but with different rules and different language and different metrics. From the corporate structure I had taken for granted, that took care of many things, including my monthly salary, now I was here with a few folks I just met, a notion of an idea for a business, a global recession of 2009, private school fees, and the arrival of my 3rd child. All my former colleagues, corporate colleagues, thought I had gone mad. Difficult, yes. Impossible, no. At the age of 43, I jumped in with both feet first. When starting your own business, your support structure shrinks. Talking to family becomes hard. Expressing doubts to investors is challenging. And confiding in employees about the shrinking cash flow is daunting. Co-founder relationships go up and down, and it quickly can become a daunting, lonely place in this journey of building a business. The next few years, we were at the heart of the fintech revolution and had front stage seats. Very rarely did you get to be a part of a movement committing to building and changing the world in a new way, really basically rewriting the rules. The first few years were full of promise, but at the same time, very hard work. We had searched for the right business model, we had looked at different options, and how do we bring a business model that worked for us? As it was a new field, there's so many different options available to us, and so we tried to explore. But this uncertainty took its toll, as we started to having divergent views between the co-founders about the direction of business. We all had a different risk profile, understanding what success meant to us. It soon became almost 3 different company cultures, each pulling a different direction. We had never aligned on a common value system and came back to haunt us. Passion was simply not just enough. On the fintech business front, the early promise Fintech 1.0 was also fading. It's very clear that a shiny new app without a proper business model was just not going to cut it. The idea of financial inclusion simply being about access to a bank account did not really reflect the reality of the consumer's needs. It was time for a new chapter and to reimagine financial inclusion. Where can one have real impact? Emerging markets beckoned. The emerging markets world is not for the faint-hearted. It has different rules. The developed world focuses on the idea and the caliber of the entrepreneurs as a key investment factor for making decisions at an early stage. In the emerging markets, this stuff counts for less than 30%. The political landscape, the currency, the track record of the company, the developed world comparisons, even the weather can have an impact on the decision, right? And add-on issues like infrastructure, talent, and first-time investors, complete recipe for disaster. So why do it? Why take the chance of building business in emerging markets? It is simply risk reward. If you can pull it off, you can impact the lives of millions of people like Grameen Bank, like M-Pesa, and countless others. This is Meet Shabnam and family, a wife, a mother, entrepreneur, and a proud citizen of Lahore. Despite being stereotyped as a poor, illiterate woman working as a household servant, she defies expectations. Shabnam dreams of a world brimming with opportunities. To empower individuals like her, we must acknowledge their unique needs and their aspirations and go beyond simplistic solutions like just opening bank accounts. By offering resources, knowledge, and choices, they can empower individuals instead of being mere victims. Right? So in my 50s, statistically, the perfect age to start a company, one native Pakistani, one global Slovak, and a born-again Pakistani. Together we founded Neem, a financial wellness platform with clear vision to enable the underbanked communities in Pakistan and also across emerging markets eventually. So where else you can start? You better start in Karachi, a city synonymous with chaos, political uncertainty, infrastructure challenges. But in the midst of this adversity lies its hidden beauty. With a vibrant youth population and growing wave of digitalization, Karachi and Pakistan holds boundless potential for transformative change, and embracing the very chaos, we can pave the way for remarkable growth and positive societal change. As mature co-founders, we prioritize mental wellness and define our values through a co-founder marriage agreement. Drawing on our global experience, we spent almost a year refining and building our business model, considering the local context. We attracted raw and hungry talent with passion for learning and positive change. We brought on board trusted advisors. We spoke to over 300 investors to find the right ones. All this has given us immense courage to ignore doubters, avoid copying others, and instead building something unique with strong foundations to challenge the status quo. I stand before you as an advocate for embracing chaos, for digging deep inside of us, for taking risks and major pivots in life, for surrounding ourselves with wonderful human beings, and for building real solutions. The journey of entrepreneurship is not for everyone, but it can bring tremendous joy and personal growth while creating impact. So be prepared to strip to your vulnerable core and enjoy the ride. Thank you so much.